Scheduling, or time-based routing as it is sometimes known as, is a set of rules that are created and applied to match your business hours, ensuring the calls go to the right place at the right time. Setting up schedules can be tricky initially, but once set up, you will only need to make small amendments if anything changes regarding your business hours. This video is part 1 of the process and looks at creating a schedule, setting the business hours, and assigning the schedules to the appropriate numbers. Part 2 will address configuring the call management planner and then applying the scheduling rules within call forwarding. To begin, we'll assume you already know what hours your business operates and whether that applies to weekends and out of hours. Navigate to the Scheduling tab under the Company Features heading, and you will see 3 group tabs named Schedules, Business Hours, and Call Management Planner. We'll start with Schedules. As shown, Schedules allows you to manage multiple sets of business hours, so, for example, if you have several offices with different opening hours, you can define a schedule for each. A good idea would be to name the schedule after the office, location, or department so you can easily recognize it elsewhere on the system. In here you can create up to 10 schedules, change the name of a schedule, and manage the business hours for the schedule. For this example, we will create a schedule called London Sales. Click on the orange plus symbol and give the schedule a name, then press Save. You'll now see the schedule within the group. To edit the business hours for London Sales, we can either click on the icon at the end of the row or choose the Business Hours tab. Note, if you choose the Business Hours tab, you may need to ensure that the correct schedule is being worked on. The Business Hours schedule will allow you to define the business or department operating hours or business periods. For each schedule, you can set up the opening times across the week and at the weekend in order to allow the call management features of the service to be switched on and off automatically at certain times. As we're in London Sales schedule, we're going to set the hours to reflect that the business hours are 8 AM to 8 PM Monday to Friday and 10 AM to 10 PM at the weekends. Click on the pencil icon at the end of the Monday row. You will then see an area to define the hours below. Set the hours to 8 AM start and 8 PM finish. If there is no difference in lunches, leave the times at 0 for lunch hours. It is recommended to use the after hours option if you're going to be managing calls a different way between the end of this day's office hours and the start of the next office hours period. When that has been saved, you will see a couple of new icons alongside Monday. There is a reset option and a further option to apply the same hours to the rest of the weekdays. As the weekday hours for this example are the same, we will choose this option. Now we need to set the weekend hours, which will be 10 AM to 10 PM. Again, click on the pencil icon at the end of Saturday's row and set the hours, including the option for after hours. Once saved, choose Sunday and do the same. Once we're happy that the system has the correct hours set for London Sales, we need to ensure the correct numbers are going to use the schedules. To do this, we navigate to the CLIs tab under the Company Features heading. Begin by finding the number you want to use for London Sales, and then at the end of the row displayed, click on the clock face icon that will allow us to choose the time-based routing schedule. You will now see an area underneath with a drop-down box holding the routing schedules. Click on the one you need, in this case London Sales, and press Save. Part 2 will show you how to properly configure the Call Management Planner using the appropriate forwarding rules.